Good evening. This is Erin Antrim, Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Oxnard and Port Hueneme CEO. I wanted to welcome you all to our fantastic virtual Youth of the Year event. While it might not look the same as it has in years past, these 6 young people who are vying to be our 2021 Youth of the Year have worked extremely hard. I am so proud of each and every one of you, and I know that you're all winners. One of you will continue on to represent Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Oxnard and Port Hueneme as our 2021 Youth of the Year and Ambassador. Youth of the Year is the highest honor that clubs bestow upon young people. I'm excited for tonight, and I hope you enjoy all of the hard work that these young people have put into this evening. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Amethyst Glass. I've been a club member for over 8 years. I originally went to the Hueneme Clubhouse, and then I went to the Marty B. Smith. At the Teen Center. Cool. I wanted to do Youth of the Year just to show everyone that I feel like I'm a leader, and I know that I can improve youth around me and just improve the clubhouse as a whole. I'd say family. I feel like everyone's really close, and it's just really gravitating to like be around a lot of people and just hang out and have really close friends. I love the art room a lot. I like showing my creativity through art. I'd like to thank Maritza because she's helped me a lot through the year, and she's helped me with the whole process of the year before, and she's helped me really become who I am today.
Hi, my name is Oswaldo Gomez. I'm 17, I'm a senior, and I go to Pacific High School. Two years. I'm doing the Youth of the Year because it's an opportunity for me to express myself, what the club has done for me. The basketball gym. I'd like to thank Maritza for helping me a lot.
Hi, I'm Jamie Lozano. I'm 17 years old and I go to Oxnard High School. At MVS Clubhouse when I was like 8. Teen Center, yeah.
How old were you?
16? Yeah, something like that. Honestly, I've always grown up like at MVS. I just saw like all the big old line of all the Youth of the Years from the past, and I was like, that'd be so cool. I could just be up there with like everyone else. I jump around a lot, but I really like art. It's fun. A couple. I have way too many. But I like to thank Miss B, the unit director. She's so helpful. When I was over there, she made me volunteer because I couldn't come here. She knew I couldn't, didn't have a right to come here. So when I was young, she made me a volunteer at MVS even though I wasn't really allowed.
Hello, my name is Andrew Michel. I am 16 years old and I was born in Egypt and I came to America when I was a year old. I go to Oxnard High School and I am a junior. I've been a club member since I was about 7, somewhere around that age, and ever since I've loved it. I started at the 5th Street Clubhouse, the one near Oxnard Airport. I actually came from 5th Street to the Port Hueneme one to the Teen Center. So far, I've honestly loved all of them, but I've really liked the tech room and the boxing gym. I feel I should do Youth of the Year again because I think it's such a great opportunity and a great experience, and I feel like I can lead the youth of America into bettering themselves and becoming better overall. I'd like to thank Taylor Penny for helping me through all of this since it's been so stressful. I'd like to thank Maritza, of course, for helping me through everything. And I'd like to thank Erin, honestly. She's the CEO. She actually motivated me last time I was Youth of the Year to run for it again. And everyone here at the club and basically all staff, they've all been amazing.
I'm Josue. I attend at the HHS Teen Center in Oxnard, California. It's just like, it seems like a good learning opportunity. I feel like I could like get a lot of like knowledge from this. My life, I used to eat a lot, and like if I had a bad day, I would like eat and eat, and then like when I have a bad day at school, I'll just like come to the club and just like it would just take my mind off of food, and it just helped me a lot, and it just helped me realize like what real friends are, and not the people who treated me really badly at school. I love the art room. It just like I feel like it just releases like tension, like, and then like Mary, like, oh my god, like I don't know, Mary's like, she has a special place in my heart, in my opinion. All of them, I can't choose one. Like, they all have like a certain impact on my life. Like, everyone here, not even staff, like my peers too.
My name is Arturo Valencia. I go to Pacifica High School. I'm 17 years old, and I like to play basketball. I'm a junior. I've been a club member since around sophomore year, so around last year. But I remember coming to the club way before when I was maybe like in 7th grade, so I've known about this place for a good minute already. Being in the gym because I like playing basketball. First of all, it is a very big commitment. I definitely I like the purpose of it, and regardless if I'm not selected, I do like the purpose of it and what it stands for. First of all, I would like to thank, from the beginning I started coming here, I like to thank Marita just because, you know, she was one of the club staff members that opened up to me and actually made me feel comfortable and, you know, actually didn't feel like just a staff member that works here, but like someone, like a friend that I could talk to. And obviously Kenny, very great guy, very humble, definitely is a great man that I like to surround myself with, and is positive person to be around. And obviously, Johnny, great person, has a lot of patience, and I definitely wouldn't have gotten this all done by myself if it wasn't for his guidance and help.
Good evening and welcome to our 2021 Boys and Girls Club of Greater Oxnard Youth of the Year. This year we're going virtual and we have 6 wonderful participants that have been working the last few months on their Youth of the Year. So we're going to move on to our next part, our youth speeches. So I'm happy to introduce Maritza Estrada, our Brent's Club Keystone Leadership Director. She'll be introducing our 6 wonderful participants. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to introduce our first participant, Arturo Valencia, Jr.
Hello, everyone. I want to take this time before we start my speech to say thank you for taking the time out of your day to sit here and listen to my speech. My name is Arturo Valencia, Jr. I am 17 years old and a student at Pacifica High School in my junior year. I believe that I am a leader because I'll have the right mentality to take charge in any scenario that is given to me or that is thrown my way, whether that be in life or in school. By taking one step at a time, I'm motivated to do anything that helps my family and community, and I strive to be a positive role model for the people around me. Through the years, I have learned to be humble and positive and not to take anything for granted. I have taken a lot of time to reflect and understand myself to figure out the type of person I am, constantly reflecting on situations I have encountered while continuing to better myself and not give up. I have always kept my head up as well as looking at the bright side of the situation that has truly made me the person for who I am today. It has allowed me to overcome obstacles on and off the court. For example, I am very motivated in school because it allows me to play basketball. Basketball is my passion and I hope to pursue it in the future. Having a goal in basketball pushes me to work harder in my academics. Working on my education helps me to accomplish another goal of attending a Division I basketball college such as UCLA or Oregon. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity to speak in front of you today. I'm truly appreciative of the time.
Oh. Next up, we have Jamie Lozano.
Good afternoon. My name is Jamie Lozano. I'm a 17-year-old senior at Oxnard High School where I play varsity basketball and varsity track and field. I've been a member of the Boys and Girls Club for almost 10 years now, and a very proud member at that. I'm currently the Keystone president, along with also being a part of Brent's Club. I plan to attend a four-year university after I graduate. As of today, I've been accepted into Chico State and Cal State Channel Islands. I plan to major in psychology and hope to pursue a career that will allow me to one day give back to my community. I used to live across the street from the Boys and Girls Club on 5th Street, and every time we drove by that huge blue building, I'd ask my mom, ¿qué hace este lugar? And every time she'd respond with, ahí son de los güeros cuando van a dejar sus hijos. If only she'd known that one day she'd be dropping me off there too. The Boys and Girls Club has provided so much for me. As a young Latino with immigrant parents, I've had many challenges and hardships. The club has shown me that even when it feels like it's impossible, you can still get through it. I personally know how drugs and alcohol can completely destroy families and relationships with those you love. I've witnessed firsthand what negative effects they can have on people. From my dad's daily consumption of alcohol, my uncle's murder at a very young age, to seeing my friends with nicotine addictions, motivating people to live healthier and addiction-free lifestyles is really important to me. For as long as I can remember, my dad's been drinking alcohol. It seems like in every picture I have with him, there's a beer in his hand. Sometime around 2015 is when his drinking really started to get worse. His temper would get really bad and he would yell at my mom, my siblings, and me. There was always this cycle. He'd get drunk, yell and beat us, my mom would kick him out, and about a week later, the cycle would begin all over. Luckily, my dad was able to get help, although my uncle wasn't as fortunate. I lost my uncle when I was 10 years old. He was the actual definition of a cool uncle. And some of my best memories from my childhood are with him. The fact that we lived in the same household made it so that we were inseparable, which made his death that much more painful. It wasn't until I was older that I found out that my uncle was addicted to drugs. And when he couldn't afford them anymore, he stole from the wrong people that would eventually take his life. I would never wish the pain I went through upon anyone else, which is why it hurts me that much more when I see my friends heading down the same path. I've always felt blessed to have the Boys and Girls Club in my life. For as long as I can remember, I've had the utmost love and support from all the staff members. Whether it was letting me become a volunteer at a very young age because I didn't have the right to the teen center, or buying my family Thanksgiving dinner while we were in between houses. The club has provided so much for me and helped to shape me into a better person. I know I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for the club. I'm an example of what the Boys and Girls Club can do for the youth in my community. Thank you.
Next up, we have Andrew Michel.
A famous nun and missionary founder by the name of Mother Teresa once said, "I alone cannot change the world, but I can create many ripples on the water." Like Mother Teresa, I would also like to be a skipping stone, creating ripples on the water until the day I sink. Hello, my name is Andrew Michel. I was born June 15, 2004 in Cairo, Egypt, and came to the United States when I was only a year old. It was hard for me to fit in, and eventually I got bullied for my ethnicity and who I was. I remember from 1st to 3rd grade, I would come home crying from a wave of racial slurs, and the motto I live by is give a man a fish and you will feed him for a day. But teach a man to fish and you will feed him for a lifetime.
Next up, we have Amethyst Glass.
You must never be fearful about what you are doing when it is right. Rosa Parks said this during the Civil Rights Act. Hello, my name is Amethyst Glass and I'm 15 years old. I've been a member for 10 years now. I value this quote very much because it means so much to me. Rosa Parks said this to everyone fighting for the Civil Rights Act. It reflects on me because I was scared about doing something that I know was right, and I needed to do for myself. 3 months ago, I did what I was fearful of because I knew it was right. I came out as a transgender girl. For those of you who don't know what transgender means, it means for someone to change their gender from their assigned gender at birth. I was born a boy and transitioning to a girl. All my life, I knew I was different from everyone. I love makeup and fashion. I always wanted to go to sleepovers with girls and hang out with them. I felt so empty with boys. I just didn't know what I was. I questioned myself for a long time, but when I was 13, I came out as gay. That was the first step of an extremely long and crazy journey. I still felt like I was missing something. I still felt empty. I had research about how I felt and what people do when they feel that way, and gender dysphoria came up. Gender dysphoria is a feeling of discomfort or distress that might occur in people whose gender identity is different from their sex assigned at birth or sex-related physical characteristics. Transgender and gender non-conforming people might experience gender dysphoria at some point in their lives. I knew I was experiencing this. I did not feel like a boy and felt more comfortable putting on wigs and makeup. I came to the teen center a year ago. I let my friends know that I was gay, and now I had to let them know that I was trans. I made so many friends with people at the club, and it's so incredible that they see me for me and don't despise me for being gay at the moment. I was so happy to tell all my friends that I was going to transition. They've accepted me before, and I knew they were going to support me through this now. But before I told my friends, I actually told the staff. I told the staff about how I was feeling and told her that I wanted to transition, and she supported me and made me feel so loved. We laughed, I cried, and we talked. She wanted to be there for me as much as she could and wanted to know that I'm always loved at the club and we could talk whenever I needed to. I felt she really went the extra mile and was so reassuring and made me feel really happy. Afterwards, I told Mary and Maritza. They supported me so much too and wanted me to be myself. All the staff respect my pronouns, which are she, her, and call me by my name, Amethyst Glass. The club has been a life-changing opportunity for me that I will forever will be thankful for. It showed me how to be a leader, patient, respectful, and showed me how loved I am. I know with all these characteristics, I could be the next Youth of the Year because I could be a role model for youth, including LGBTQIA+ youth. Being a teen as it is tough, but being a teen and questioning sexuality is really hard. Being LGBTQIA+ at the club is definitely different and hard, but with the staff and my friends, it was definitely easier. I could lead and tell people that no matter your gender, sexuality, or race, you could be somebody and do something, and to always be yourself and not change for anyone or anything. Thank you.
Next up, we have Josue Solano.
Hello, my name is Josue. I am a scared, immature, and clueless 13-year-old. That's something I was say 2 years ago. Now let's try that again. Hello, my name is Josue. I am an outgoing, confident, and creative 15-year-old individual. I am very thankful for that summer day that my dad set me up for the Boys and Girls Club. The first day I walked in, I was super nervous. I worried what people thought of me. But little did I know, I would meet my best friends here. Before attending the HHS Teen Center, I was scared to walk up to someone and introduce myself. But today, I have no problem with being myself and accepting that not everyone will be okay with me. Growing up, I was bullied for the way I looked and behaved. But when I went to the club, my issues with respect faded away, along with learning how to stand up for myself and knowing when enough was enough. At first, I didn't know how to react to their negative comments. My first reaction was to get revenge and make people fear me. But that only made my friends run away from me and provoked the actual bullies to pick on me more. I used to lie to myself that I was doing it to protect myself. But in reality, it was to relieve tension from my family problems, such as my parents' divorce and us losing our home. Something I had trouble talking about is my dad's cancer. At first, when I found out, I did not show any emotion whatsoever because I didn't know what exactly to feel. This was so new to me. Even to this day, I don't know what exactly I'm feeling. It hurts me so much that I cannot tell my dad how I feel. It's one of those things before you say things, but I don't know what I'm thinking. Whenever a family brings up my dad's cancer, my mind goes blank. I'm anxious when my dad thinks of me not saying anything all this time, but I need to know what my emotions are so I can express them before it's too late. The first couple months, my dad got let go at his work. I thought everything was going downhill. But really, it was just me overthinking about everything. Later, my dad got a job as a caregiver. Little by little, I started noticing my dad weaken and began to lose hair. He soon began to sleep very early. He started going to bed at 7 and wake up at 6 for work. To this day, my dad is still working, even though he comes home super tired. But soon, my dad's going to start college. And I do not want anything more other than to do the same thing and one day attend college. I literally will not be able to bear the embarrassment if my dad attended college and I didn't. My mom works as a housekeeper. She doesn't get the best pay, but something is always better than nothing. She has not been as fortunate as my dad. After we lost our house, she moved in with her sister for about a year. I shared a queen bed with my sister and cousin. After my mom lived with her sister, she moved into a one-bedroom apartment for about 4 years. The rent became too much, and she ended up moving into a studio and has been living there ever since. I know I do not have my own room at my mom's, and we have to share a studio, but I'm grateful for what we have. All that matters is that we have a roof over our head and food and water. I used to be ashamed of living in a studio. I would get upset and try to solve my problems by letting anger out on people and overeating. I would call my mom's place, stupid studio or room house. I know I do not have, although my mom does not have any health problems like my dad, I worry for her. Every night she goes outside and checks up on the car, and she comes back with the aroma of cigarettes. My sister and I would be curious and ask, have you been smoking? She'll usually answer with a, oh, I was too close to the neighbors. It hurts me even more when she lies about smoking. One of my main goals is to have my mom quit smoking cigarettes for good. Just like I set goals to help my mom stop smoking, she should set goals for herself as well, along with everybody else. There wouldn't be life without goals, challenges, or obstacles. Having good challenges is what makes life a fun time. Without any challenges or obstacles, everything would just simply be boring. I cannot imagine a life without obstacles or goals to set for ourselves. Obstacles in life may be stressful at times, but it's definitely a learning experience. Even working on this speech can be considered a challenge or learning experience. I am grateful for this opportunity and for being this year's Youth of the Year candidate. Thank you for having me.
Wow, what powerful speeches. They all did a great job. I would like to thank all our 6 participants for doing a wonderful job, working hard, leading up to this event. I also want to thank our judges, our 3 judges. We have our judge, Giselle Barajas, from Rider Affiliated, Natalie J. from Ferguson Case, Peterson, LLP, and Jane Berry Deal, youth advocate for the Boys and Girls Clubs of America and executive producer for Way to Go Media. We have a head judge, Jerry Bain Deal, who's going to announce our next Youth of the Year winner. I know this is a tough decision for them, but I know that nobody in this room is a loser or didn't do anything to not work hard to get to this level. So they all need to be proud of themselves, as we are proud of them. And without further ado, I would like to now introduce our head judge, Jane Berry Deal. And without further ado, I'd like to now introduce our head judge, Jane Berry Deal.
Hi, good evening, and thank you for allowing us this opportunity, which was an amazing event that we just went through, and very, very difficult because wait, we just
Hi, good evening, and thank you for allowing us this opportunity, which was an amazing event that we just went through, and very, very difficult because
I guess they recorded it and wait, okay. Just so you know, the judges are here. We can't see you, so and maybe you can see us or hear us. And there was a little duplication right then, but again, this was a very difficult decision that we had to make, and we just really want to commend all of the applicants for their speeches, for filling out their applications, for their hard work, and for their dedication to the Boys and Girls Club. So again, this was a difficult decision, but without further ado, we'd like to announce that the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Oxnard and Port Hueneme Youth of the Year for 2021 is, drum roll, Amethyst Glass.
Thank you so much for this opportunity that I've been given, and I know that I'll be a great role model for the year.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Welcome back. That sure was an amazing event. All of these young people have worked so hard to get where they are, and I want to let you know that you're all amazing, and your journeys do not end here. You will all continue on to do great things, and we're very excited for our winner of the 2021 Youth of the Year, as they will go on to represent Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Oxnard and Port Hueneme at the California State Youth of the Year in April. Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Oxnard and Port Hueneme has had anything but a typical year. We're very proud of the work that we've done. We've opened 11 new temporary sites to help support the needs of young people in this COVID environment. We've distributed over 15,000 meals, thanks in part to the Gene Haas Foundation. We have provided support for virtual learning, expanding hours at our club sites to be there for kids from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Boys and Girls Club truly does whatever it takes, and that has certainly been tested this year in our COVID environment. I'm proud of my staff, my board of directors. Those of you who are out there tonight watching, thank you so much. We can't do what we do without the BGCOP board of directors. My staff team, you guys are amazing. You do whatever it takes for kids each day. And of course, all of you, the parents who support these young people, our donors who help us throughout the year. I'm extremely grateful and thank you for all you do.